Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and have a look at this. Today we finally got a new deck list for Teach. The starter decks have been released on the sim, which I'm really excited about to start playing with. Really excited. It changes up the deck list a lot of different lines, so many different plays. It changes up how the deck is played, I think, in general. So I'm really excited to go over it with you guys today and I hope you enjoy it. So starting off, we've got 4 Stronger, pretty staple card. We've got 2 Lafitte, another pretty staple card, but we're running less of it because it's harder to play out in comparison to age and the stage. Next up, our first new card, we got Caribou, which is a 1-drop 2k power and 2k counter blocker. And on play, it can trash 2 cards from your hand, but that doesn't matter because our on plays don't activate as Blackbeard. I kind of really like this card. It's really cheap blocker to play out to help protect our life and our board for only 1 Don, and if you don't want to play it out, it is a 2k counter, so it's really strong. Unfortunately, it isn't searchable, which just sucks a bit, but it's really strong, so I still think it's worth running as 2, if not more of. Next up, I've got 2 Katarina Devon. This is a new card from the starter deck. Activate main, you may trash this character. If your leader has a Blackbeard Pirates type, give up to one of your opponent's characters -1 cost during this turn. And on KO, draw 1 card. The on KO, draw 1 card doesn't really come up that much, but sometimes you can use this card to just get that extra -1 cost to kill off some of your opponent's board. It is also a 2k counter, which is super strong and really good. It's basically stronger, but a little bit worse in my opinion, but super strong card that you can use to get that little bit extra KO power. Next up, we got a few classics. We got 4.Q, 4 Burgess, 4 Van Orger, and 4 5-drop Kuzan. These cards are all pretty staple cards from before, from last set, from OPO 9 and 10. So not much to really say there. But coming up next, we've got 3 of the new 6-cost blocker Kuzan. It's a 6-cost, 6k power, 1k counter blocker, and on KO, play up to 1 Blackbeard Pirates type character card with a cost of 5 or less from your trash rested. So it's got a pretty strong effect. If you save this as the last block, you can get out anything from your trash for free basically. Our main targets though are Kuzan, Van Orga, Burgess. These are the cards that we want to be cheating out. So if we keep this as our last block, we can cheat those cards out. The only problem is it is play aroundable for our opponent. They can leave their last swing standing so that you can't activate this, but at the end of the day, if they're saving 1 swing before so that you don't proc this character, you're basically stopping them from swinging 1 time. So I think overall it's pretty good. Next up, another new card. We've got 2 of the new Marshall D Teach. This is a 7-drop 8k activate main. You may rest this character, KO up to 1 character with cost of 3 or less, and on KO add up to 1 black card from your trash to your hand. Now this card has no counter, but it's super strong. As you can see, like it's basically like Jack. You can KO a 3 or less, and on KO you can get back any black card, not character card, from your trash to your hand. So anything on our deck we can cycle, including itself, because as it dies it activates the effect, so it's super strong. I think it's a really good card, and it's basically what we're playing around. I'm only running it as a 2 of, because normally once you play 1 you don't need to see it again, and we have enough searching power to see the card. So really strong card. We really want to play around it with our Kuzans, Van Orga rather, and Kuzans, so we can play out Van Orga through Kuzan to KO 6 and 9 cost bodies really easily. It is hard to KO 10 costs because we only have -3 on Van Orga, but that's where Stronger and Katarina Devon can come in to get you that little bit extra cost reduction to kill those bigger bodies. Next up, we got another staple of the 10 beard. Really strong card, absolutely busted, and basically our boss monster of the deck. Next up, we've got a card replacing Finger Pistol in Tempest Kick. Now this card is really good. Its ability is draw 1 card after this. If your trash has 10 or more cards, give up to 1 of your opponent's characters -3 cost for the turn. This is super strong because first off it replaces itself, and for 1 Don you can give up to 1 character -3 cost, which is really good in combination with the new starter deck Teach. And it's really easy to get the condition of 10 or more cards in your trash, as we're trashing every turn for stage or for leader effect or even for counter. So if you play smart around it, you can get it really early online and minusing cost of your opponent's board. So I think it's super strong and really good in this deck. I've chosen to put it in over Finger Pistol because now we've got the new Teach. We don't really need Finger Pistol for KO power anymore, but I can see why somebody would still run it because you can just instantly kill a 5-drop. But overall, I think it's pretty easy to kill 5-drop now with just 1 Teach and Van Orga, or a Teach plus a Tempest Kick if you have enough cards in trash. So I think it's pretty fine to do this instead. Next up, we got a few more staple cards though. We got This Is My Age, another classic searcher, and a Boost Your Trash for Burgess. It can also get cards in trash like Burgess and Van Olga to bring back with Kuzan, and this Kuzan as well. Next up, we've got 3 black holes. I think this is maybe too many black holes. I'm mainly running 3 for the mirror matchup. The mirror matchup is heavily reliant on getting Burgesses out and black holes. The thing is, I feel like there aren't many matchups where you need this, like Shanks it's good for the Lucky Roo or for the Rush Zoro and stuff like that with on KO effects, as well as maybe Basil Hawkins from yellow. But apart from that, this card doesn't see too much play. You mainly want to focus on setting up Van Augers and Teachers to KO things, but it mainly just comes up in the mirror matchup. It's super important. I think that's why I'm running it at a 3 of. And lastly, we got Stage, the best card in the deck. Search every turn, trash a card, fill your trash for Burgess, fill your trash of cards so you can play out with Kuzan. Really strong card, and you just search through your entire deck. Now there are a few other cards here that I was thinking about running. One being Katarina Devon from OP09. Now this card has double attack, banish, or blocker. Activate main once per turn. You can give it any one of those things for 5 Don and 6k power. So it's pretty good in niche situations. You can cheat out some random lethals with the double attack that your opponent is just not expecting, and it also has blocker, which is really good. For all these cards, I haven't put them in because I feel like the deck is just too full. I don't know what to take out. I feel like this is pretty good at the moment, but I'm still messing around with ratios, so I might be able to fit in some of these cards in the future, potentially. I'll see how this deck plays at the moment. Next up, we've got the 2k Shiryu from OP09. Now, this card was mainly just as a 2k, it was useful in very niche situations, so I don't have much prior on playing it, and I'd rather just play out a stronger Katarina Devon potentially for the minus cost later in the game if my enemy doesn't have any removal. But I just don't see this card as very useful. It's very niche situations that you can use it. Next up is Vasco Shot. I was thinking of playing, but I think Caribou basically replaces it. It's 1 cost lower, it's 2k counter. The only downside is that it's not searchable, but apart from that, it's a really strong card, and I think it's just Vasco Shot, but basically better, in my opinion. It just really sucks that it's not searchable, which is the only reason why I'd run Vasco Shot over it. Next up, we've got the 4 cost Shiryu, which is really nice. It used to be really good when there were a lot of 3 costs in the meta, and you can play it out on 4 Don and instantly KO what your opponent played last turn whilst developing a body. But I feel like now we're in a situation where we'd rather just set up Doc Qs and Van Augers rather than setting up a Shiryu, as it can only KO once on the turn that it's played. Next up, we've got the Avlo Pizarro, which I just don't think is a super good card. We have to rest our stage for it to activate its effect, so I've never really considered this card to play it. So I've decided not to play it basically. I don't think it's very good. Next up, we've got the Sengjuan Wolf, which I think is actually a potential card to play. It reads, if your leader has a Blackbeard Pirates type, this character gains blocker and +1 cost for every 4 cards in your trash, and on play trash 1 card from your hand. Now the on play doesn't occur because we're Blackbeard, but for 4 Don, you get a 6k power blocker, and as you trash cards, it goes up in cost. So it can go up in cost to avoid things like Gravity Blade, it can go up in cost to avoid Lucci removal, it can go up in cost to avoid resting from certain cards, and it's just really strong and hard to remove because its cost can get so high in the late game. So really solid card that I was thinking about running, but I decided not to. But I might try and put in 1 or 2 of to maybe play out with Kuzan. Same with Katarina Devon as just a toolbox card. But overall, that's the deck list, and those are the little texts that I was thinking about making. Or I guess the last card actually, sorry, is Liberation. I've chosen not to run this card because I hate spending 6 Don and not developing my board. It feels like it's really hard to play around. You need to have 2 cards less, and then you can kill 2 characters, but then you can't develop your own board. So I feel like it stunts your development of Teachers and Van Augers. So that's why I've decided not to play it. But I can see why somebody would want to play it because it goes around cost addition in some decks like Black Purple Luffy or the Green Purple Luffy, the stage. So it can be good, but I feel like I'd rather just play around Van Auger and Marshall D Teachers at that point. But anyway, those are all the cards that I was thinking about playing for Blackbeard, and I feel like this is like a happy medium of the deck list that I'm trying, and I'm gonna see how it works, how it feels, if I can find the cards I need to find when I need them. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this so far. I'm probably going to make a few changes in the future, but for now, this is what I'm gonna settle with. And we're gonna go into some ranked games today. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, leave a like and subscribe. Tell me what you guys think of the list or what you guys are running. I'm really interested to know about how different people are playing this deck because I feel like there's so many more options now. But for now, let's get into the games and I hope you enjoy. Okay, we're in game. We're into Purple Luffy, it looks like. Oh, this will be an interesting matchup. I'm not sure how favored this is. He did choose second, which is a bit interesting. I wonder if he's running the Don Quixote package. Play out stage, looking to pitch Black Hole here, I think. We'll take the Kuzan. Whoops, we don't want to put that on top. Then we'll pass it over to him. We've got Doc Q for next turn, which is good to KO his lower cost bodies if he plays any, well, which I guess he doesn't. We'll pitch Devon here. I want all of these cards, to be honest. I'll take Teach here. Hopefully we'll just run into more Van Augers. We do run 4 of them. But now there's only 3 left. I'll play out Duck here. He's going to be on 4 Don next turn. Not too worried about on plays. He'll be 4 or 5, I guess, with leader effect. Not too worried if he searches, that's fine. I think we're mainly just worried about Luffy Taro. I wonder if he's running some random cards. Okay, interesting. He's running the Mist Double Finger for ramp. He goes 5 life, we'll take this. We will not trigger it. Unfortunately, we cannot. So we can KO the Mist Double Finger next turn, which is nice, but we'll take Doc Q here, I think. Wait, we can't KO because I forgot we didn't take the Van Auger last turn. Silly me. We can KO Law though. Out this, and then we'll just kill the Law. Get our Doc Q acting as a pseudo blocker. He's going to be on 8 Don next turn, so we want to pitch for on plays here. I think we'll pitch Burgess. I'll try greeting the Tempest Kick, which often does not end well, but one time it will and I'll be very happy. Okay, got the Doc Q to act as a pseudo blocker, which is nice. He's going 5 at life. I think I might give a 1k here. Try and stay healthy in this matchup. Oh, he's running the ACOS Katakuri blocker. Interesting. Okay, so we really want a Van Auger, but we don't have one. I think we might try to just search through our deck, see if what we can find. Oh, okay. We have no cost minusing, so we don't really need Black Hole. I guess we'll just take the Teach anyway. Then we'll pitch it for a search. There's the Van Auger. So we've got 1 Don to work with. So we can pitch. That's really rough. So if we pitch Van Auger, swing 5, crack for Van Auger. Doesn't really matter because we don't. Yeah, we should have kept the Doc Q on board. Oh well. Because we could have killed a higher cost body. I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Start with 5. Double Finger here. Okay, he's going to counter. Interesting. So I don't think there's any point swinging because he's got a blocker now. So what we could do is we could just play out Burgess and pass. Pitch Van Auger, play out Burgess. I should have swung higher. That was completely my bad. So it puts us in a weird spot. Hmm. So what do you opposite do? He goes 5 at life. We'll take this. Oh, we don't really want to take it though. We'll take it. Okay, we got a Van Org, which is cool and all, but not great. We'll give him the... Because we're on 9 Don. Give him the Van Orga. Because we're gonna sink an 8. And he plays out Luffy. Okay, that's fine. And restands. Okay, so if we want to play out Teach stronger, we can kill because we have the Tempest kick. So that's fine. I think we're pitching a Burgess here. Grab another 2k. We are not ending turn. So if we 7, so we're going 5, 5. Then we can kill with Van Orga plus Tempest kick. So we got 1 done, so we can go 5, 6. Let's get him to defend this. We should have started probably with the Kuzan swing if you wanted to block, but we'll crack open the Kuzan now, play Van Orga. Now the question is, do we want to kill the blocker or the Luffy? I think the Luffy is more problematic next turn, but so is the blocker. Because we can't get out of a 10k swing. I think getting rid of the Luffy is just too good, but he gets so much extra value with the Katakuri. I actually wonder which one is the objectively correct one to pit to KO here. I think we'll kill the blocker since we have Burgess, we can swing out life to threaten for lethal. We'll pitch 1 for on plays. Then pass. And I don't think he can kill us unless he runs the 6 cost rush Luffy, the secret rare. But I'm not aware if they run it or not. Oh, we will find out one way or another. I think, what else could he play out on 10 Don? I'm not too sure. Maybe another Katakuri blocker. Because we need to find a Kuzan or a Van Orga to deal with it. I think we could also just, yeah, I think we might have to pressure for lethal next turn. We'll see if he decides to swing into our board here. He goes 13 into Burgess. He's got 7 on left, so we could go 12 again. Give him 3 2Ks. And then whatever else he wants to kill, he can kill. 7, 12. I think... we'll give him the counter to keep bodies on board. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to my trash. I counted 1 over. That's another misplay from me. So he's going to go 6 into it. I mean 11 into it rather. So he's got 1 up for Gum Gum Giant. That's fine. We hit the Kuzan. See if we hit a Teach. I think Teach is just better here. So start with 5 at life. Then we can go 6. Then we can go 8. Then we can set up a Teach. Turn off his cards. And then we need to pitch 1 for on plays. Maybe we could have left on plays up, but I just don't see a way of him. He needs to block her up super wide here if he wants to survive, and even then I don't think he can. We'll see what he decides to do here though. gonna go 6. 8 into 8, we'll just block it. There's no reason not to here. Oh, he thought his Luffy could still attack. Nah, it's unfortunate. I feel bad. He just passed. I think we just swing 12 and then swing whatever this is, 18. I don't think he can get all the way out of it, I hope. Okay, maybe he can. That would be quite crazy. He can, wow, okay. Getting a little bit worried here now. Wow, he had the perfect counter. Oh wow, 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 okay. Well, I guess we're still in it. I can't believe that actually. Yeah, well, I imagine he's just gonna swing out my board here. And as long as he doesn't have a blocker, we should be fine. Even if he does have a blocker, I think we win. But I cannot believe he actually survived. He's gonna swing 8, we'll take it, and then we'll grab our 10 cost teach. Because what we can do is if he plays a blocker here, we can turn it off. Yeah, so we can just turn it off and then go 5-6. I mean, we could have won anyway, just going 5-6, because he has no cards in hand, but GG's to my opponent. That was really close. I didn't expect him to have so many events. So he had the Jet Gatling and 2 Gum Gum Giants. Wow, that was pretty close. Well played. Alright, let's get on to the next game. Oh, okay, we got the mirror matchup, so it'll be interesting. See, I think it's still probably better to go second. Just playing around the Burgesses, the 6 cost Kuzan. Oh, Maldus, we need stage. Okay, huge. I think we pitch Teach here. We're never really playing Teach. We'll keep the Doc Q if he has a if he has a Lafitte, but ideally for him he'll have stage. I think, yeah, it's mainly decided on who gets the right amount of Burgesses. Okay, he does have the Lafitte, so we can use Doc Q to kill it. We'll swing 5 at life. Oh, we might swing 6 actually. I don't think it's worth playing Caribou. So here I'm thinking about pitching Teach. Because it's just a brick in hand early, but at the same time, maybe I'll pitch Caribou. Take Kuzan. Swing 6 at life. And we'll just kill the Lafitte. Right. Just outright. See what he opts to do here. Normally it's just a Burgess. Then it's up to us to answer that Burgess. Okay, looks like he's gonna search, try and find stage, I imagine. So he's got the Lafitte. And he didn't pick up stage, maybe he drew into it. Okay, no, he just searched again and then picked up the stage. Interesting. I don't really know what he's thinking, to be honest. He's going to swing into Doc Q, gives us an extra card draw, which is nice. And he's going to establish his stage. Pitching Lib, drawing Lafitte. Wow, he's got a lot of Lafitte's this game. So he didn't play out a Burgess, so it makes me want to play out a Kuzan here. But I think I want to try and find a Burgess, so I'll greed. Use a... This is my era, I'll take the black hole. Then I'll pitch. Next turn we'll be on 7. So I might play out the 6 drop Kuzan, so we'll look for a Burgess. We found one. We'll swing 5 into the Lafitte. which we get, and then we can establish Burgess and pass. Now it's on him to deal with the Burgess that we've set up. There comes the third Lafitte. Just acting like a pseudo blocker, really pesky at the moment. He's drawn into a Van Auger. He's going to search a Burgess. Okay. He's going to go 5 at life. We'll take this. It's our first life. Not too worried about that. And he's going to play out Burgess. So we do want to answer that quickly. I think we just take Burgess here. So I want to deal with his Lafitte as well. So maybe I swing, I mean 6 doesn't really matter too much, but and just establish a Kuzan here. But we don't have a Burgess in trash, so it doesn't really matter too much. Swing 7, I think, and then we'll set up the Kuzan. So if he swings up Burgess, we can just pitch the Kuzan. We can pitch the Burgess and then block with the Kuzan. Then next turn we can black hole and then play out a Burgess of our own. The reason why I opted to swing with the Burgess is because he's got a turn where he can black hole and put out his own Burgess. So I wanted to get value with my Burgess before he could black hole it. And if he ends up to add Don to swing at it, then we can block. So I'm not too worried about it. Worried about the swing. Looks like he's going to Van Auger into Doc Q into Stronger. Okay, and he's going to kill my Kuzan before I have anything of value to play out, I guess. But I can just... I think I'll just play out Van Auger here. I would like to play out Kuzan, but he's got a 5 and a 7. So play out the Van Auger so he can only go 7 if he's going to swing into it. So I imagine he's going to go 5 at life here. So we'll take this. Trigger. Probably take Burgess here. Actually, we probably could have taken a 2k. Oh well. Now he's just thinking if he swings with Burgess or not. If he does, it's actually pretty good for him. He's going to swing into our Burgess. Perfect. We'll pitch 1. Unfortunately, that does put him over the threshold, but that's okay. So I'm going to look for a 6k swing here, I think. It's just whether we want to swing into Van Auger or not. He's going to play out Teach next turn, so we do want to deal with his board. So I think we'll swing into the Van Auger. So we want his Teach turn to be as bad as possible, for lack of a better word. I should have searched first. I could have got an extra stage, potentially. Not extra stage, extra search with my era. Then we'll swing ace at face. And then we can KO his Burgess and play out our own. Then we can pass. And now if he wants to drop Teach, it's pretty bad for him. He needs to deal with our board somehow. So he's got 1 black hole. So he can black hole and then swing at our other Burgess, but that's honestly not the worst for us. Because if he's not establishing his own Burgess, he's not threatening our board and our life. Let's see what he decides to do though. I think he could be thinking whether or not to play 10 drop Teach, because we know he searched one a few searches back. I haven't been keeping perfect track of what he's been searching, to be honest, which is not good. But we know he's got a black hole, and I know he's got another Teach in hand. I think... Okay, he's going to Kuzan into Burgess and then black hole one of my Burgesses. That's fair. He's going to search with era on my age on the sim. So he's got a Van Auger. I'm just waiting for the black hole. Maybe he has a Burgess of his own that he's thinking about playing around with. Give him the 2k here. We want to stay high on life at this point in the game. I think we're still in a pretty favourable position. We're up on life. We're not up on cards, but we're in a position where he can't contest us much because our board is just wider. We'll take the black hole here. I don't think we'll use it this turn though. I think we'll start with just swinging at his face. Try and get cards out of his hand or just get him low on life. And then I think we're just going to play out Teach this turn. Because if he, I think starting to Teach chain now is good for us because we've got 2 bodies on board, which is more than him. And we've also got more life. We're down on cards in hand, but I think just having more life and that extra 1 body is really good. And we've also got 2 black holes, so we can set up for lethal by turning off his Teach as a blocker. Okay, he's got a 2k in hand. I imagine he's gonna slam Teach here and turn off our Teach. Okay, looks like he's going for our board, which is very interesting. So he's got 8 Don. We can give him a 2k here. Or we can just block, because... yeah, I think we may as well just block. I don't see why not. If he stacks 8 Don on dot Q to play dot Q, that is what it is. Okay, that's interesting. He doesn't choose to play out a Teach of his own. I think what we can do is we can just try to pressure for game here. So I'll swing 6. And he's got 4 cards in hand. So if I go 11, 16, I don't think he can get out of it. Oh wait, no, we know 1 is a Teach. So we can just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Go 9. I don't know what he's thinking about here. Okay, and then, yeah, we just go 18 and there's nothing he can do about it. Even if he has all 2k counters. That's pretty rough for him. We did see what we needed to see and he just couldn't answer it. Oh, GG to my opponent, and let's get on to the next one. Oh, okay, we got the blue-purple Luffy matchup. Generally, I find this matchup hard. I feel like there's probably something that I'm missing, but I find it difficult. We'll play out Caribou. Okay. This sucks. I think I might just Tempest Kick for a draw, but I really want to keep it in hand. No, I'll just swing 8. Start some early aggression on him. He'll be on 4 Don. That's fine. We won't turn off on players. We'll turn off on players on his next Don cycle. I'll swing 7. We'll take this. Perfect. Perfect trigger. Love to see it. Swing 6. Then we'll play out a Burgess. Okay, he gave us a 2k, which is really nice actually. And then we'll pitch... I think we'll pitch Black Hole. Okay, he's gonna ramp. That's good. That means no blocker. So I'm thinking about just stacking and swinging, honestly. We'll take this hit as well. Got a 10-drop Teach. Thinking about just playing into the Gravity Blade at this point. I think it's honestly could be fine. Or we just swing. If we play out a second Burgess and he grab blades it, that just really isn't good for us at all. I think we just pray that he doesn't hit grav blade, as we have no cost reduction really to play around with our teach. Okay, he hit a red rock trigger. That's fine. That means he has one less red rock to use for the game. I think we'll pitch a Devon here. It's a bit greedy. But he's on 9 Don, we have to pitch something. I think I'm leaning towards taking this because we have Caribou. But actually he could red rock. I mean he could grav blade these two, so maybe there's an argument to block here. I think I might block just to avoid that scenario. It also gives Burgess +1, so if he doesn't play out a blocker here, we can swing hard at his face. I think we just need to pressure for lethal as much as we can here. Okay, nice, that's perfect. What we can do is we can play out... We can honestly just swing like... We can just swing 10-10 here. I'll swing 9. See what he does. He took it, which is very interesting, honestly. Just swing 11. He just doesn't have the counter, that's so rough. Yeah, he was pretty bricked up, but he didn't leave a Don up for Giant, which I think was really greedy to play out this Luffy. I think it would have been better even to just play 2 up Bonclays, and then he has 1 up for Giant. Then maybe he can survive with the draw on the Usohachi, but that's pretty rough. I feel like he got lucky with the trigger, we got lucky with the trigger, but I feel like if you hit a red rock trigger, you kind of want to save the red rock for the 10 cost teach. But anyway, that was a pretty close game, pretty unlucky for my opponent, but GG's anyway, and let's get on to the next one. Oh, okay, we got the Bonnie. I think we want to take first in this matchup now, play around our removal. Mulligan looking for stage here, and we hit stage. Thinking of pitching Kuzan here, I think we're going to play it out on our first curve. You could take Kuzan, but I might take Age just for extra searching next turn. We'll pass it over to him. We're generally not too worried about on-plays. The Hody on-plays is obviously pretty scary. And outside of that, I don't think I'm too worried about anything else. Okay, it's perfect, we can pitch stage with stage. I think we don't need all 4 teachers, but teachers are good in this matchup, but getting it this early is pretty rough, so we'll just take that and we'll search again. I think we'll just take another Kuzan, honestly. Or we could take a 2k. I don't think we need to take a 2k though. I might greed and take the Kuzan here and we'll swing 5 at life. Because we've got the Doc Q to KO the Bonnie. We want to swing, just make sure we swing first before playing our bodies in case they have a Don up, which they didn't, but it's always good to play around it, otherwise you'll forget about it. At least I always forget about it. Looks like he's going to search again, draw a Cavendish for next turn. He's going to play out a blocker. What did he search last turn? A Roge, that's right. Okay, so we want to set up a Kuzan this turn for sure. So we'll pitch Van Olga here. I think we'll just grab a 2k. We don't need 2 Doc Qs. Then we'll swing at Bonnie here. So he's going to let it go, and then we'll pitch second Van Olga for on-plays and play out Kuzan. I'm pitching for on-plays here because he's at 6 Don, so he can't Hody, and we know he has a Cavendish in hand. So I just want to make sure he gets limited value from his Cavendish if he wants to play it out this turn. I'll take this first hit. See if he plays out the Cavendish anyway. He does. That's fine. We haven't seen teach yet, which is really annoying. Our 7 drop on. Okay. Asking you shall receive. I think this is fine. We don't need the 10 drop here because what we can do is if we swing 5, we can pop our Kuzan into a Van Augur, -3, and then kill with teach. So we'll crack it, play out Van Augur, play out teach, and then not forget to minus, and then KO the Cavendish. We can get around the Rosinante because the Cavendish is still standing. And I think I'll leave on plays because I'm not too worried about any on plays. If he has Hody, it doesn't matter. I would rather him take the life. So I think we can just pass here. Now he's got 2 bodies that he needs to deal with on our board, and he doesn't have bodies of his own, which is really good for us. Okay, he's going to go 7 into Van Augur. He's leaving 6 done up, so he might play a 5 cost body here, so we'll give him a 2k. Ah, he's got the carrot. That's pretty bad for us, honestly, but it doesn't matter too much. We've got 10 cards in our trash, so we can Tempest kick into Dock Q with Van Augur to kill, so I'm not too worried. We'll pitch Black Hole here. I don't think we need it. Can grab 2k maybe. Let's think. Rest. So we've got 2, 3, and then we'll probably play out Kuzan, and then we can use it. So we can grab another search, boost our trash a little bit more. Take the 2k here, and then I think we can -3, -3, and then kill with Dock Q. And then we can swing 5. He's going to be on 9 done, so we're kind of worried about that because he's got the KO Shanks. You don't want him to get value from that. But if he has Hody, it's also pretty bad, but it's fine. So we'll pitch Burgess here. Worst case scenario, what we can do is we can crack Kuzan into a Burgess, but I'm not too worried. If he plays anything and he can't get rid of our Van Augur or Teach, we can kill it. Looks like he's going to go into Teach here, I imagine. Yes, he is. We could block this. I think we can just let it go and then bring himself back. Then we can just play it again next turn. Where is he? There he is. So he's got 1 Don open. He's just going to swing 5 at Dock Q. That's fair enough, honestly. We'll take. So what we can do is we can -3, crack Kuzan into another one. So we'll start with. Or we could crack Kuzan into a Burgess and just Tempest kick the Hody. I think it's better just crack into a Van Augur, so we've got the double Van Augur threat on board. And then Van Augur, we've got 3 done left to swing with. So I can swing 8 at life. We've got to start with minusing 3. I'll swing 8 with Kuzan. And then we can crack Kuzan, bring out Van Augur, give him -3 again. Play out Teach. Ah, I forgot it's rested so he could get value from the Rosinante. That's a huge misplay from me. I was not paying enough attention. I think here we want to keep counter to keep our bodies alive. So we'll pitch. Pitch Tempest Kick. I don't think we're going to be using that. Then we'll grab Kuzan. Then do we pitch the Kuzan or the Burgess is the question. Thinking about pitching the Burgess here. And we'll pass to him. I'm really annoyed about that. I completely forgot about the Rosie blocker. I'll give him a 2k here. Try to force him to swing higher with his lead. Oh, he's got another hoodie. Wow, okay. So we can swing 10 and 6, force 2 cards out of hand here. We'll take it. We'll bring him back again, I think. We can just play him out again next turn. He's leaving 1 unopened. That's fair. So we can just do the same thing again. -3, -3. Play out Teach and kill. Then we'll pitch the Kuzan. I don't think we're going to be playing Kuzan this game. Can grab Van Olga. Then we'll swing 7 and set up a Caribou blocker. Get 2 cards out of hand, which is really nice. We can play out the blocker and then pass, and we'll pitch for unplays here. We'll pitch 1-2k. I mean the Van Olga 1-1k. So now we've got a blocker for our board as well, which is nice. He's looking pretty rough. I'm honestly thinking about just letting this go through. But if we give him a 2k, then he has to stack and swing, unless he has another Hody. If he has another Hody, he just has another Hody, I think. I think we do want to keep this alive. Because he's trying to kill our board, but he just can't kill our board enough. Just trying to think what else could be problematic here. He's going to swing 9, so he doesn't have another Hody, so we can just block. He's got 6-9, I imagine he's going to play a 5-cost body, and then oh no, he's got the Tashigi. So he's just protecting his board now. That's fine. What we can do is we can kill the Tashigi just outright, and then just establish a Burgess, Teach, sorry. I don't really want to pitch anything though. I think we have to pitch the 2k. Okay, give us the event. Pitch 2k here, because we want to get through our deck, because we know our last teachers are coming up around now. Grab the Kuzan and then pitch the Kuzan and pass, because we don't want him to Hody our teach. Actually, honestly, I'm not too worried about unplays. The only thing I'm really thinking about is like the Doflamingo that freezes 3, but I don't know if Bonnie runs that anymore. I think it's looking pretty rough for him now. Him not being able to deal with our board just is too hard. Give him the block. Yeah, that's the teach that I was thinking about. I think if we turn off the blocker and leader effect, we can just kill. So we got 6, 1 card, 6, 2 cards, 8, and then 12 he can't get out of. So we'll just do this. Turn off the blocker, start with 5. Get 1 card out. Oh, he can't even counter the 5. Looks like GG then. That's rough. Yeah, he had the 9-cost Shanks. I guess, oh, I also need to be careful of Law and Beppo, the 10 drop. I wonder if they're running it. I don't know. But anyway, that was pretty close. I felt like if I couldn't return my board back to the way it was with these Hodies, it would have been over. Anyway, GG's to my opponent, and let's get on to the next game. Oh, okay, we got the Bonnie again. Take first again. Looking for stage or dock Q. Okay, we have stage, that's good. Pitch black hole. Thinking about grabbing Kuzan here. I'll pass. Oh, he's got the Kidding Killer. And Bonnie Searcher, okay. That's fine. Pitch Ben Olga here, I think. I'm thinking about establishing a dock Q is never bad, or a Lafitte. But we can never really, if we don't use Lafitte this turn, we're never really going to use it. I don't think it's that worth it since he has a small blocker on his field anyway. I'll take the dock here. Swing 6 at life. I imagine he'll probably take... Oh, he doesn't. Interesting. Then we'll pass to him. Let's see what he wants to play out on 4 done. He's going to swing 5 at life. I think we want to take this. We want some more cards in our hand. He plays out Eroge. And he gets 1 Don back, which is really annoying. So what we can do is we can just kill the Eroge now. If I Kuzan into Van Olga, I can kill the Eroge, but then he can swing out my board. And then we can swing 5. I honestly think it's fine to do. Pitch Van Olga for a search. Guess we'll just grab another Kuzan. I've already forgotten what he searched. Bonnie, that's right. Okay, yeah, I think we'll just kill the Eroge here. Because he just gets 1 done for free every turn. There's no reason to keep that alive. The issue is we're pretty low on counter here. So he's going to be on 6 Don, so I'm thinking about pitching for on players. If he has Cavendish, he can swing at 8. I want to make it as hard for him as possible. So I'll pitch 1 here for on plays. I don't think we're going to be searching twice, so I'll pitch a searcher. I don't want him to Cavendish or Carrot here. I think there's also new cards from the starter deck that he could play. Nice, we get an extra draw because he killed Doc here. That's so a-okay with us. And then we'll give him 1k here. Then he does end up playing the Cavendish out. It's good, that's what we want to see. So what we can do is we can -3 and then bring out the Teach and kill it. I should have searched prior to this actually. That's fine. Next turn we're on 9 Don, so we can play out Burgess Kuzan, I think. Or we're gonna Kuzan search. But I don't think I'm playing out 2 Kuzans regardless, so I'll pitch a Kuzan here, grab the 10 beard. And then we'll swing 5 into the Kidding Killer. Just get it off the board. Looks like he just used its effect to restand it on. There's not much point to that, then we'll pass. I'm not going to turn off on plays because of Hody. If he plays Hody, I want him to take a life. Now, the problem is we're pretty low on counter. So if he does this and swings at our board, we can't do much about it. But we can just take it back and establish it again next turn. So it's pretty fine. I don't know why he's leaving 2 Don standing, but he is. Oh, it looks like he just gave up. That's pretty premature of him. I feel like there's still things he could have done. Like he could have established a Hody here. But it was pretty rough because we found our removal on curve, so there's not much he can do. But anyway, GG's to my opponent. I think that might be it for today's video. I'm really excited to play this new Teach deck, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, leave a like and subscribe, and whilst you're here, you should have a look at this.